Ochuko asked her if the thought of friendship also irritated her. She smiled and told him that he always knew how to make her smile. After their outing, Ochuko later dropped her at home. In Mabe's compound, there were boys, bad boys, who usually did not allow guys to visit girls in the compound. They usually harassed male visitors. When Ochuko called her another day saying he wanted to visit, she told him to park outside and wait for her. But she was shocked when he called her and said that he was already sitting with her neighbors in the compound. She thought that the guys would be intimidating Ochuko, but when she came outside, she saw them drinking and playing cards together. Ochuko had bought drinks and also bought a lot of smoke, and they were all praising Ochuko. When she came down to call Ochuko, as Ochuko walked towards her room, the guys were just making jokes, saying she had found a good man, that he's a boyfriend material. She told Ochuko that she had been studying before he came to see her. He asked her what she was reading, and she told him not to bother, that it was lost stuff and he wouldn't even understand. She was shocked when Ochuko started explaining things from that exact book she was reading. She was very impressed by his intelligence, even though he sometimes looked like an unserious boy. Ochuko started showing her so much care without asking her again on a date. Throughout 100 level, they became very close. She told him everything about herself and he didn't hide anything from her. Before their second semester exams, the university went on a short strike. Since it was only 2 weeks, Ochuko invited her to visit his family in Warri. They both drove to Warri. Mabe was very impressed at how Ochuko held his family together at such a young age. At this time, Ochuko was only 20 years old, and Ochuko and Mabe, they were age mates. Eric and Kome kept Mabe company, and she almost did not want to return to school after the strike was called off. They went back to school together after the strike, wrote their exams, and then went on holidays. Ochuko booked her flight back to her family home in Port Harcourt. Her father worked for an oil company and usually sent her money for flights. But since Ochuko had already paid for it, she kept her money. During the holidays, she couldn't stop thinking about him. They stayed in contact every day. Ochuko gave her a kind of genuine friendship that no man had ever shown her in a long time. He always made sure she was okay. He never once took advantage of her, even though they had slept on the same bed so many times in school. During this period, Eloho had already started her housemanship. She had only been there for a few months when she met a man known as Mike. Mike usually brought his mother to the hospital for checkups, and Eloho was usually the one attending to Mike's mother. Mike's mother even called Eloho her daughter